Life is a series of colorful dreams. It's made up of dreams and reality, with reality predominating. There are times when the hue and glory of our dreams are devoured by some disastrous darkness, turning the kaleidoscopic tale into a pale and prosaic irony. Cancer is known to bring about such a catastrophic task in human life. Cancer is one of the major causes for the total death toll around the world. Bangladesh is not an exception. Its inadequate medical facilities and lack of awareness among people have made this third world country more vulnerable to this fatal disease. According to statistics published by the Cancer Society, there are 10 lakhs cancer patients in Bangladesh. This figure mounts up to 20 lakhs according to statistics of non-government sources. Each year, another 2 lakh is being added to this number. Ironically, there are only 98 specialist doctors to serve such a huge number of patients. The overall infrastructural scenario of cancer treatment is even more miserable. National Institute of Cancer Research, the only government organization for cancer treatment, can accommodate only 50 patients at a time, and only 60 patients can have access to chemotherapy. There are a total of 175 beds for cancer patients in different hospitals. 3 private organizations are also running their services for the cancer patient. However, they are unable to meet the need of the people from all sects of society due to their limited facilities. These result in compelling 35% of the local cancer patients to seek treatment in the neighboring countries. Many people are now concerned with the devastating effects of cancer. These concerns are giving birth to some voluntary organizations. Similar thoughts and concerns are being addressed through the activities of Mccc Cancer Care Center. But before we tell you about this organization, you must listen to a heart-rending tale. A tale that is interwoven with the tears of few touching characters. A tiny boy and his near and dear ones. The boy was a lively and lovely one, who knew how to burst into those glass-breaking laughters with the warmth and vigor of a summer breeze, who used to give way to tears with that childlike simplicity, who would bother others with his witty gestures. It's the story of a boy who knew the playful acts of getting his desired things, the boy who used to love. Yes, he used to do them all. Used to. Because he's only a past now. Gone are those days. The sun will rise tomorrow as it rises every day. The world will wake up with all its people busy with their lives, to live the life of joy and sorrow, cry and laughter, love and desire. This one boy will never be there to join. Pritam. Mccc Hussain Khan Pritam. He breathes no more. He has been taken away by the deadly cancer.
Our resources were limited. We sold out our family properties and mobilized some money and then started this cancer center with the hope that we shall be able to draw resources from the well-to-do people in the society. And throughout the world, the different centers that have achieved excellence could not do so without only individual and family resources. People at all levels had to come forward, extending their hand to establish such institutions.
A group of witnesses of a tragic death are now clustered together to shelter the dreams of many by setting up Mccc Cancer Care Hospital. This non-profit organization is aimed at providing the cancer victims with mental support, information services, and all-out cooperation for treatment.
In the objectives and the aims that we have stated about our center, one of the primary objectives is to provide personalized care to the patients. The aim is to take out the fear from the mind of the patients, because in most of the cases, when a patient is stuck with cancer, it is not only the patient who is fearful of the imminent death, it is the entire family. It appears almost like every member of the family is struck with cancer. So our aim is, by counseling, to take out the fear from not only the patient's mind, but also from the minds of the members of the family. How do you do that? We do that by counseling. We have our doctors, we have our nurses, and besides them, we who are responsible for running administrative the center, every one of us, almost every day, talk to the patients, try to remove the fear, try to psychologically motivate them that whatever is going to happen is going to happen. We don't have any hands in our life. It is in the hands of the Creator. But you see, you have to be cheerful. We are trying to give you the best possible services treatment, and you take it and be cheerful and be ready for eventually whatever it is there. And we have found this has worked excellently. And people we have found who have come with lot of fear, they have gone away from the center in a cheerful mind.
Right from its inception, it has been offering very low-cost treatment facilities to the cancer patients. Patients are getting expert physicians' advice and daycare chemotherapy here. In addition to that, it has arranged for financial support for the poor patients. Mccc Cancer Care Center is providing its services to the mass by bringing renowned physicians, businessmen, entrepreneurs, and newsmen from home and abroad under one umbrella. Not only in providing treatment, Mccc Cancer Care Hospital is also running its awareness-raising campaigns to make people aware to prevent cancer. It has organized a number of seminars, symposiums, and discussions in order to entail everyone from the society in its anti-cancer movement. Many have already given helping hands to support the fight against cancer undertaken by Mccc Cancer Care Center. Uttara Rotary Club has donated a microbus to stand beside the cancer victims. To make our efforts a success, renowned experts and specialist physicians of the country are working ceaselessly. Cancer is a curse. This life-hunting disease is often taking away many prithams from us. However, only a little effort and support from all can change the whole scenario.
My appeal to the affluent section of the society is to come forward with a helping hand. We need hundreds of such centers all over the country, particularly for the poor section of the people. I am a bereaved family. I am a bereaved father. I have lost my son at the age of 17. Well, I keep on praying to Allah, the Almighty, that no parents go through the suffering that we have gone through. But you never know which family is next. So, the wealth and opportunities that God or Allah has given to you, particularly to the affluent section, should not be utilized only for yourself. You must utilize it for the others who are less fortunate just by God's wish. I do not ask you to come forward with massive help. You can give drops of the expenses that you meet every day. Even the money that you spend for purchasing toys of your children, the money that you spend in changing the house to a new house, the money that you spend in changing the model of your car every year, take out a little bit of that money and spend for these poor people.
If the generous hands from everyone can remove this darkness together, then why waste time? The pestilence-stricken faces of those suffering humanity are looking at you. Won't you give us a hand?